I can't lie to you.
Of course you can lie to me. And you will. If you love me and you're going off with Maddie someplace, you're lying to me. Because what the hell do I care about the truth? I care if you're there. What Billie Holiday say, hush now, don't explain.
All right, I accept that.
Of course you lie to me. Because I don't even want to care. What does the truth matter? And why are you going to be truthful with me when you lie to everybody else? You lied when you smiled at that cracker down the job, right? Lie to me, smile. Treat me the same way you would treat him.
I can't treat you the way I treat him.
You must. Because I've caught the frowns and the anger. He's happy with you. Of course he doesn't know you're unhappy. You grin at him all day long. You come home and I catch hell because I love you. I get least of you. I get the very minimum. And I'm saying, fake it with me. Is that too much of the black woman to ask of the black man?
I love you. I can't lie to you.
Of course you can lie to me.
If this is Mother Earth, then we ought to have someone on the Supreme Court who has been born, right? And the only people who have been born are the astronauts who are up and who have come in, right? And nobody wanted to hear that, but I'm right.
I wanted to just end the weekend with all of us lifting our voice in praise. What came next surprised everybody.
Hey, we got all those fools on the Supreme Court. All of them need to go. And I need a hand on that one. But it would be lovely, as you know, let me say this, and then I'll do whatever you're supposed to do. Of all of the courts, and some of you are lawyers, of all of the courts in the United States, the only one that you don't have to be a lawyer on is the Supreme Court, which is there to represent essentially the sensibilities of the people, right? That the Supreme Court is there to listen to what the people are saying needs to be done. So we know that they supported segregation, they supported slavery. We know all of that, but we also know as they grew, they recognized, the people are saying, Earl Warren, who was your basic racist, he recognized, maybe a better term, but that word, that the people are saying this won't do. It's time to grow up. And I thought, oh man, if we could put a couple of astronauts on, and a couple of more black women, we'd have something you gotta have more black women. You just do. Yeah, well, the food would be better.
Absolutely.
And it would just be, nobody listens to me, but you still have to say it. So, I'm right.
My first question to you is on the topic of space. And so, in a clip from the film and footage with you and James Baldwin, you say, we have to be able to do what we do and survive. And Baldwin responds, our ancestors taught us that. Do you think of time travel and space travel as a means of survival?
Do I think of space travel as a means of survival? I think it's the future, simply because I love space. But, we've ruined Earth, and Jenny's sitting here too. And Jenny says, you shouldn't be sitting there telling people that Earth is going to, die the fuck up, but it is. And not soon. I mean, most of us in this room will be dead before Earth is. Look at what we've done to the water. Hey, New York City, you couldn't even see. You had to wear masks to walk around in New York City. Now, and that's from a fire in Canada, right? So, we've ruined this. And so the question is, what are we going to, one, will human beings remain? And of course, we're a bad idea. And so we are. And so humans are going to evolve. They're going to have to take another step. The only humans whose next step will be life are black women, because we're the ones who have come through all of it. And we've somehow managed not only to find a way to communicate, we've created language. I happen to be fond of black women, but nonetheless true. We have created language. I'm talking to you in what we call English. And the only reason we call it English is that people have never been to England. Because if you go to England, you don't understand what they're saying. And I need a loo. What the hell is that? You don't know what they're saying. And so we speak American. Why do we speak American? Because somehow or another, people had to talk to us in order to make us do what it is that they wanted to do. But we had to talk to each other in order to make sure that what they said didn't affect us the same way. Am I making sense? So I know that whatever the galaxy holds, and it was so wonderful. There's a film on the black astronauts right now. Whatever the galaxy holds, it holds a life. And whatever that life is, it's black women who are not just not afraid of it, but who in fact embrace it. So we know that the first American language in the galaxy will be black women saying to whatever that life form is, baby, you hungry? Because that's what black women say to everybody. And that's what, you're hungry, baby, come on in. And somebody said, oh, Nikki, you're always talking about space. They'll be raping something. I said, no, don't. Because I've lived on Earth and been raped. I've been buked and I've been scorned. I've been talked about sure as I'm born. I know all about that. So I'm not going to be afraid of what I don't know, because I have to be cautious about what I do. I don't know if that answers your question.
No, it absolutely answers my question.
Miss Nikki Giovanni is known for being a poet, world-renowned poet and author. She was born in Knoxville, Tennessee on June 7th in 1943. She graduated with her degree in history from Fisk University. Some of her very notable works of poetry are Black Judgment and Those Who Ride the Night Winds. They were influenced by her participation in the Black Arts Movement and Black Power movement in the late 1960s. Miss Giovanni has published numerous collections of poetry, from her first published volume, Black Feeling, Black Talk, to New York Times bestseller, Bicycles. Miss Giovanni has written several works of nonfiction and children's literature and made multiple recordings, including Emmy-nominated The NikkiG Giovanni Poetry Collection in 2004. Her most recent publications include Make Me Rain, Poems and Prose from 2020. Also Chasing Utopia, a hybrid in 2013. She made the 100 Best African American Poems list in 2010. She also has published more than 24 volumes of poetry, essays, and edited anthologies, and 11 illustrated children's books, including Rosa, which is an award-winning biography of Rosa Parks. Miss Giovanni has received numerous awards, including the 2022 Ruth Lilly Poetry Prize and the inaugural Rosa L. Parks Women of Courage Award. Not very many win that award. Miss Giovanni's work explores race, it explores gender and sexuality, and also the African American family. Her poetry was political and worked to uplift the Black experience in the arts and as part of the Black Arts Movement. Miss Giovanni also dedicated herself to uplifting Black writers, especially Black women writers. I just wanted to note that Miss Giovanni has helped shape our culture, and that we appreciate the work that she has done to help shape our culture, which includes thought-provoking works of art. Happy Black History Month.